And turning our focus now to another important interview on our NewsX India A-List show. Mayank Singh, the founder of the political consulting firm Decoding Dynamics, has engaged in a riveting conversation on his unconventional journey as India's youngest political strategist, and he also sheds light on his efforts to engage the youth in politics.
India's youngest political strategist.
How does it feel to be India's youngest political strategist?
Election, that too in the world's biggest democracy, is like 24/7 carnival. And during the same time, as a strategist, we make the client to self-reflect on certain scenario-based questions.
Decoding numbers and analyzing political scenarios.
More about your state, and also as a political activist, what do you think then are your responsibilities?
Entire set of people, we keep on hiring people when elections are scheduled. Like right now in Rajasthan, we need to hire our base, our cadets, and then train them. And those cadets or the Karyakarta, they go on the field with different set of questions.
NewsX India A-List proudly recognizes Mayank Singh for excellence in political analysis.
Joining us on NewsX India A-List is Mayank Singh, who is the founder of the political consulting firm Decoding Dynamics. His firm specializes in campaign designing and management, political consulting, strategic research and insights. Thank you so much, Mayank, for joining us on NewsX India A-List.
Thank you for having me here. Thanks.
So we want to begin by asking you, how does it feel to be India's youngest political strategist?
Well, I feel more like a political activist than a strategist. And having said that, let me justify, as we all know, that election, that too in the world's biggest democracy, is like 24/7 carnival. And during the same time, as a strategist, we make the client to self-reflect on certain scenario-based questions like, how can a representative rise to power, and what must one do to remain in it? What is expected of a good representative? Which one is better, to be feared or to be loved? While decoding the above enigmatic and paradoxical situation, we start to implement the answers on field, canvassing different political parties. And once done, we feel more of an activist than a strategist. It is completely thrilling and counterproductive.
And why exactly did you choose to get into this unconventional line of work?
Well, I come from a state which has seen maximum migration post-independence due to lack of opportunities of jobs and better education. And population added just more to the problems. While on the other hand, the citizens of my state, they have a knack for politics and competitive exams. So by forming Decoding Dynamics, I try to take control of the entire thing, and I thought this is the right time to start something in the political field. Because of my background, I thought this particular field of political campaigning would be appropriate, and that's how I started this.
And in fact, if you can tell our viewers a little bit more about your state, and also as a political activist, what do you think then are your responsibilities?
See, as a political activist, we keep on doing many things like hand-holding party karyakartas and our entire set of people. We keep on hiring people when elections are scheduled. Like right now in Rajasthan, we need to hire our base, our cadets, and then train them. And those cadets or the Karyakarta, they go on the field with different set of questions. And those questions, they decide the typical, the policy making thing. And once they are out with the set of questions that we draft to address the entire top leadership.
Right.
And that is how it works.
And Mayank, how do you think we can get more youth into politics today?
See, youth, and typically in our country, they are little hesitant of joining the mainstream politics because, there are many reasons behind this. So the first one, I'll say that when we travel to different states, when we speak to different young voters, they're like little hesitant in joining the political mainframe because they think that, or I would say they don't have faith in the top-down political process, or they never had faith in the political process of our country. They think the top politician, they don't care for their issues, and hence they are little hesitant, and they are drifting away from the entire political forum. So during the last election, we commissioned an online survey in the age group of 18 to 35. And based on that, I can say that there are two ways through which we can, ask them to come down, and there are two ways through which they can really get interested in political things. And that is, one is we should introduce online voting. That is the need of the hour, no question asked. Because see, today it's 2023, and we are doing banking online, we are doing trading online, we are applying for our passports online, we are getting visas online, we are buying cryptos online. But when it comes to voting, I mean, it's not online. So we have to understand that youth of our country, they are the political natives, the digital natives, and we have to take voting to them. So this is one solution, and solution number two is we should make voting mandatory for the first time voters. We can put a little effort in doing this, and like how making Aadhaar is mandatory, making passport is mandatory. In the same manner, if we try to put this into policy making, that okay, any first time voter, they have to vote. So these are the two ways which we think that will work in getting the entire youth towards politics.
Okay, very interesting. At the same time, Mayank, what exactly do you do when you're not, say, campaigning for elections? How do you utilize your time?
Okay. When I'm not campaigning, there are only two things that I prefer doing. One is I try to finish reading a book, or I have a set of close friends, so I try to hang out with them. That's it, nothing else.
Okay, and as far as books go, if you can just tell us a bit more about the book that you're currently writing.
So that book is like at a very early stage, and I've just started writing, but to give you a little view, it would be more about the distorted history of our culture and our civilization, and few things that the youth of this country should be aware of. Like, there are few things that is not there in the text or in the books, but there are plenty of things that is more to understand or recognize from our history. I mean, that is the thing that I'm trying to cover up. So it will take a year's time, I think, for me to write down the entire book.
Okay, that's very interesting. At the same time, of course, Mayank, since you're so closely now related to politics and you keep a keen eye out, who really is your favorite politician then right now?
Right now, I'll take two names. One is Lal Bahadur Shastri, and currently it's Mamata Banerjee.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like Lal Bahadur Shastri is the reason why many political families are, doing good just because of that particular person. And Mamata Banerjee is like, she is quite down to earth and very much connected to, the citizen or the subject of her state. That's it.
Okay, and Mayank, before we let you go, there's also an NGO that you're currently associated with and running. If you can just tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh, that is Devsa Foundation. I mean, that is one thing that is like really close to my heart, and that is run by my brother. So in that NGO, currently we are manufacturing sanitary napkins for women, and we are giving it for free in Assam, in the state of Assam, where women are not, equipped enough to buy sanitary napkins on their own. So we are just trying to make an awareness by giving them sanitary napkins. That is the one thing that we are doing right away with that NGO.
Well, thank you so much, Mayank, for joining us on NewsX India A-List. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.